Unsolicited help has become a common scam, especially for elderly and vulnerable people. In one case, a veteran is out $5,000 after two men offered to work on his roof. While he didn't pay them, he says they've left a hole behind that puts his home at risk. Fox 13's Alejandra Guzman spoke with that veteran, who is now warning others to be on the lookout.
They've totally destroyed the roof, essentially.
What started off with a simple knock at the 83-year-old Navy veteran's home has turned into several weeks of issues with men he says scammed him out of roof repairs.
It's exploitative. They're looking for soft targets.
Richard Lansner has lived in his North Seattle home since 1997. But 2 Thursdays ago, two men offered to help repair 2 tiles Richie says had daylight coming through. He haggled and agreed to pay $35.
Just to sort of humor him and go away.
But things quickly escalated. The 2 men with Australian accents identified themselves as Peter and George and brought a crew of 5 workers to inspect Richie's roof, saying he had a structural problem and it would cost the veteran $10,000. Again, he negotiated the price.
It's a verbal contract, $8,500. So I said, okay, well, that's a lot. So I said, I can do that. But again, no cash.
The supposed repairmen were up on his roof. Meanwhile, Peter and George demanded a deposit for equipment rental. That's when Richie got suspicious.
Their faces got sullen when I said, only on the credit card. So they started trying to convince me, well, how about a money line transfer? Well,
the homeowner says they were asking for a 6-figure sum.
And I said, absolutely not.
By then, Richie says it was too late. The scammers left behind piles of shingles, nearly a dozen trash bags filled with 1/3 of his home's roofing materials, and a giant pile of wood in his backyard.
I just told them, it's over, you've got to restore this. And that's when I think they got the signal to make themselves scarce.
The men and their crew took off, leaving behind extensive roof damage.
And I can see daylight up through my bathroom. Catastrophic. Vandalism. Malicious vandalism. Because there's no dialing this back.
Richie has filed a report with Seattle Police and notified his home insurance. His deductible is $5,000, and he's concerned as we head into winter months. The veteran is mindful of the vulnerability older adults face and hopes sharing his encounter will help prevent others from becoming victims.
Make sure that it's unsolicited and vetted completely from the gut. Otherwise, just tell them they're not welcome.
Richie urges homeowners to go through insurance networks or vetted contractors, but he does have a clear message for his scammers.
Well, I would hope I would see them in court. And I would tell the judge, whatever you do in addition to that, put them on an ankle bracelet or monitor or something like that while they're doing restitution.
Alejandra Guzman, Fox 13 News.